How about my lounge duo here, Dave and Bruce? Okay, well, Holiday Inn. I got a job, still lived at home. The Holiday Inn on Howe Street. It was the best job ever. I wore a little monkey suit. It said, "My name is David. How can I help you?" You know, the striped polyester suit that you cannot wash for about 45 years and it still looks exactly the same. So Holiday Inn, I was a porter, but they called me a bellhop. So there were three kinds of travelers. There was business travelers. There were the tour buses, mostly the Japanese tour buses that had the heaviest luggage. I don't know what they put in those bags. Oh man, it was so heavy. And then of course, the American family in the land yacht. Oh man. So I'd be sitting there, and there it pulls up, Lincoln or Cadillac. Now the Holiday Inn has the same menu everywhere. Every lounge is the Rendezvous. Every restaurant has the same menu, the same name. And these people would come from Florida or California or Kentucky, and they would stay at a Holiday Inn and nowhere else. So they'd pull up, and I'd wander out. "Hello, my name is David. How may I help you?" And being a talker, kind of a buzz, on a bit of a bus, it was the best job ever. So I would show them where to park. I'd say, "Oh, just follow me," turn the car around, and we'd show them where to park, and I'd bring my giant luggage cart, and we'd put their 75 pieces of luggage up, and we'd take them up to the room. The whole time I'm telling them, "Oh, there's no liquor available on Sunday," even though I had it to bootleg liquor on Sunday. I said that, the attractions, the beaches, the parks, I always send them to the little miniature train in Stanley Park, all this stuff. And of course, they usually had a couple kids, and I would get minimum $5 and as much as $20 from every time I did that. And there were days I walked out there with $100 in 1975. I walked out there with $100. I didn't even cash my paychecks. I had to take them back to the hotel and, get them redone because I'd made so much money. I think I made more than the manager. But anyway, I met a few bands while I was there. And so at lunchtime, the secretaries would all put their perfume on. I'd be in the elevator. I'd almost be overwhelmed with the fumes. Just unbelievable. And I worked with a guy at the front desk. His name was Abdul. And he was from Uganda. He's one of the people that were booted out of Uganda. And his family originally came from Gurjat in India. And he told me, he said, a mathematician from Gurjat invented the number 0, which is true. And he said, that's the same amount of money I had when I came to Canada, right? And he was a great guy to work with. He'd always say, everything good, no problem, not to worry. So one day, this woman from South Africa came in the hotel, and she went, I can't believe a white boy is carrying my bags while a darkie checks me into the hotel. Abdul went, hey, not to worry. David, you check in the lady. So I went back, and I was the desk clerk, and he went and carried her bags and came back and gave me $5. I don't want her money. And I was really surprised that it didn't faze him much. And he said, oh, David, you have to know, in Africa, the black and white people don't respect the Indians or the Chinese at all. So he was used to it, right? Anyway, there was this convention that came every year called ASHRAE, Association of Refrigeration Repair Technicians or some kind of thing. Anyway, this lady asked me to come up to her room after work. She was about 35 and she said she was single. So I went to her room and she asked me to touch her hair. And the next day I had a shower and I sneaked around the front of the hotel and Abdul knew it, but he didn't say anything. He could have got me fired for that. So 3 days later, Abdul, I come in and Abdul says, oh, the lady left an envelope for you, David. Oh, really? I want to see you open it. I said, okay. So I went in the back office, I opened the envelope, and there was $100 US in that envelope. And you know what he said to me? Nice work if you can get it.